everyone! Welcome back to my Let's Play of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. When we last left off, why did I say that so weird? When we last left off, I believe, were trying to prove that poison was somewhere in the victim's beverage. And I still have the mindset that it could have been in the glass and not in the bottle, but that might be, I don't know, maybe the poison wears off after a couple days. Like, it goes like, what's it called? It gets like, ineffective. That's not the right word, but basically it loses its potency. There you go. Over a couple days. Who knows? But I still think it could very well have been in the glass. But what do I know? But yeah, so we're trying to bring this bitch down because she did something bad. She killed our boy Watson / Wilson, and we're gonna try and put her in jail, I think. I just want to say thank you guys so much for your continued support of the series. Sorry my uploads have been a little trash the past couple days. Had some stuff going on. Everything's okay, and I hope to sort of make up for it in the next couple days. And so yeah, we left off with what explains how the witness was able to consume the supposedly poisoned water unscathed. Was there anything about poison enters the body through a wound? Oh! No, this is it. The above-mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. But Wilson just had wisdom teeth removed or something, right? So he had like an open wound in his mouth, but she doesn't, I would assume. So that's why it didn't work. Maybe that's it.
Yes.
Yes? No. The answer didn't. I mean, the music didn't stop. The answer to this riddle is right here in Miss Brett's own research report.
Objection!
That's not a valid explanation. No? After all, we don't speak English. That report is utter gibberish. This impudent young scoundrel is trying to ridicule the court, ridicule the court, Your Excellency! I'm not trying to ridicule anyone. Honest. I'm just reading Susato-san's notes. I concur. This report is too extensive to be considered in its entirety by the court. You will direct us to the pertinent section, Counsel. Which section of the report reveals the alleged answer to this riddle? Hold on. I don't remember. Wait, give me a second. Special characteristics. That was my guess, but I didn't want to guess. We've been hearing a lot about this Curare poison. And it's left me curious about something. Oh, Counsel. Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters have been using this poison for years and years to lace the heads of arrows that they shoot at whatever prey they're hunting. So we've been led to believe, yes. And the point of hunting is to catch prey to eat. Get to the point, please. But if they were to use these laced arrows, doesn't that mean there would be traces of poison left in the prey the hunters were going to eat? Yes, good point. So surely the hunters wouldn't want to eat their prey, would they? Because then they'd be eating poison. Good gracious, Counsel. No, that would be madness. I mean, people be crazy, yeah. But I actually found the answer to that conundrum in this research paper here. Under special characteristics, it says this. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound. Through a wound, you say? I see, that makes sense. Yes, the mention of that particular detail seemed a little strange to me, though. Ha 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 ha, punk. Is the volume low? I can't tell. But it all makes sense when you interpret what's written like this. When Curare enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poisonous effects. However, when it enters the body via the mouth, it has no poisonous effects whatsoever. What? Miss Brett, you authored this research. You knew Curare's special characteristics. And you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking that water without any danger to yourself. You meddling little... Rapscallion! Oh god. Well, Ryunosuke, turns out you're not stupid. You're an even better lawyer than I thought you'd be. Really? Me? A lawyer?
Objection!
Aren't you in law school? All this poison talk is fascinating, I'm sure. But I failed to see how it possibly... Oh. So, the ill-bred little puppy has a new toy to play with. Some facts he read in a book. But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly. What are you trying to say? Your schoolboyish logic has a fatal flaw. Schoolboyish? Flaw. As even your brain has managed to deduce, Curare is safe to ingest. It seems likely that its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of the gastric succus. Oh my god, Phoenix Wright makes that face all the time. Oh yes, well, of course. Gastric suckers, what are they? So, if this lethal poison is completely harmless when drunk, the professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he? Ah! That's right. Good gracious! That's basic science. Science that even a schoolboy should be able to understand, no? Damn, girl. Order! Order in court! Order! The logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would be affected in the same way. Are you trying to suggest? Yes, this Curare poison is completely irrelevant to the case on trial. That's right. Surely even a little cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that! Oh shit, dramatic moment. What is this welling up inside me? Am I gonna throw up? No. I've never felt like this before. It's sort of conviction to break down all the discrepancies. It's so intense, almost rage-like. And more than anything else, it's an animalistic desire to take down my prey. Shut up, bitch! Oh yes, he said it! Objection! I don't think so, Miss Giselle Brett. How dare you use that tone with me? You know very well that there's no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why, even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison. You are alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead. Yeah! Counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you. You must provide compelling evidence, as we now know that this poison is completely harmless when ingested. Why would Dr. Wilson alone have been killed by the Curare? No, where is it? Treatment. It's this one, right? Oh, I didn't want to read that. Oh god. Extraction. Yeah. Tooth out. Yep. I just wanted to make sure that there was a hole in his gums. Woo!
Take that!
Take that! As Miss Brett so readily pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners. A fatal difference. Ha, bitch. The toxic effects of Curare are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So, for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. But what if there was a wound inside the mouth of the person drinking the poisoned water? Inside? Yes, like the wound you might have if you had just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example. Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day. So that's it. You use that knowledge to orchestrate this. Heh. Is she laughing? I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist. These childish courtroom games and your half-baked arguments are also puerile. What? What do you mean? Don't worry, little schoolboy. You'll find out soon enough. Is she gonna eat the bottle? You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it. No! I mean, it could just slip. Hosonaga, you and your shit reflexes. Oh dear, how careless of me. I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed. No! I mean, it's still on the ground, isn't it? What is it? What just happened? It's the English woman. She just smashed that bottle. And in the Supreme Court. What a terrible blunder. Officer, what are you waiting for? Punch her. Collect up as much of the water from that broken bottle as possible. At once. You're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet here was a gift from the British Empire. I assure you it will soak up the water beautifully. You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it. Ah ha ha ha! How could you? You won't get away with this. You can thump the bench and shout as much as you like, little boy. But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we? If there really was poison in the bottle, or not. You. And let us not forget, we still have some very compelling evidence left intact. Isn't that right, counsel for the prosecution? Oh, of course, of course. You're referring to this photographic print, I presume, dear lady? What about it? That's right, and really, looking at this photograph, it's as clear as day, isn't it? The poor professor was sitting with his back to me. So of course the only person who could have shot him from the front is the little schoolboy.
Objection!
Yeah! No, you killed the victim that day, using Curer. And then, in order to frame Ryunosuke Naruhodo for the crime, you waited until he picked up the pistol you'd arranged for him to find on the floor. Before you shot the professor's dead body in the chest with your own hidden gun. Bam. Then, in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor in his chair around. You see, you had every opportunity to commit this crime. Heh heh heh. What a wonderful imagination you have, young man. A hidden gun, you say, and I shot the professor's dead body, did I? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a shred of evidence. Exactly. And as you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution's stance remains unchanged. The victim, Dr. John H. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Delivered in cold blood by the accused, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Ugh. This is unbelievable. How can this be happening? We had her, but now, is she really gonna get away with it? The way she destroyed that evidence was obscene. Ryunosuke. Yes? We've come this far, but now you're the only one who can finish it. What? What do you mean? We've lost a vital piece of evidence, it's true. So if there are any clues left for us to use now, they must be in your head. In my head? By Jason Derulo? You told me once before that your powers of observation were the one thing you could really depend on. Well, yes, that's true, but I didn't manage to notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head. So think back again now. Try to remember every last detail about the scene that day. Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell. Like gasp. What I saw, what I felt. Every color. Couleur. Is Cosmo right? Somewhere in the vibrant memory of this same scene in my head. Could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer? Is that blood? Actually, Cosmo? I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue. Haha, you always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Ryunosuke? Come on then, let's wipe the smug smile off that Englishwoman's face with some evidence. Let's go! Alright, I can't wait! It's been niggling me for a while that something feels amiss in my memories of that day. Whatever it is could be the key to arriving at the truth about all this. It's here somewhere. The clue that shows who Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been is... I mean, is it the obvious blood stain? Or the glass? The blood stain? I mean...
Take that!
Inspector Hosonaga, answer me this. He's still shocked she grabbed the glass out of his hand. Yes, what is it? He's still miles away. Probably thinking about that bottle being smashed. As you've said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you? Absolutely. I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime. Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took to the victim's table that day?
Objection!
Wait a minute, where are you going with it? Where are you going with this, little boy? It's just a memory that's been troubling me. What memory? I saw the scene shown in this photographic print with my own eyes that day. And I saw that on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on was a spattering of blood. What? It was just ketchup, you imbecile. Oh, really? And what of it? Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor. Yeah, from the front, but no, it didn't go through his body? Uh-huh. No, that can't be the case. Take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, there's no way that blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him. Ah! Yes. For blood to have made it onto the plate, it implies the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor, as you were. Giselle Brett. I beg your pardon.
Objection!
Ah! This is beyond ridiculous. Fabricated nonsense. Is the court seriously expected to believe something the accused has apparently just remembered seeing?
Hold it!
Hosonaga? My homeboy? Yeah. This could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading to. Inspector, you mean? Yes, I took the plate in the interest of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime. Yeah, pat your face, Giselle. I took it, meat and all, and I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it. You did what? I took the steak that you'd been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak that the sergeant had been eating. And I did it all in the name of justice. Yo, I was gonna say that as a joke, but he actually said it. Ah. Then we can find out for sure whether or not there's a blood stain on Miss Brett's plate. We must examine it, now! Get the plate! Inspector! The court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately. Yes, sir! Let's go, Hosonaga, redeem yourself. Was it just ketchup? Sorry for the oh my god, sorry for the delay. I can't talk. Here is what you ordered. the steak. Well, what about the blood? Where's there blood on it? Of course there isn't. Quickly, Inspector, the blood man! Show the court! Of course. Examine the plate at your leisure. Where is the blood? Oh, no. No. No blood. No blood anywhere. But no, that's impossible! It was ketchup! I know I saw it. I'm sure of it. It was right there on the table behind the professor. There was blood on the side of the plate. Heh heh heh. What an unbecoming expression, little boy. Oh god. You see, this is why I always say you can't trust what the Japanese tell you. Ugh! Tisk, I couldn't agree more, in the case of this disgrace to the Empire. I believe we may finally have reached a conclusion in this trial. Let's hope so. This let's pretend attempt at courtroom proceedings is painful to watch. But I do promise to do my best to forget all about it when it's over. How many times have I done this in this trial? Ah, this sorry-looking stick reveals the facts all too clearly. If the sorry-looking accused wishes to examine it again, be my guest. Is it the right steak? The plate of steak has been entered into the court record. Okay. Was the plate I saw, or thought I saw, just a figment of my imagination? Real quick, let's look at it. Examine. Too many plates. Oh, huh? What in the world is this? Oh, it's the guy's coin. I think it's a Koban coin, and the hallmark is from the Hoei era, I believe. No, I don't mean what is it. I mean, what's it doing there? It's not her plate. Wait, did you say it was a Hoei Koban? Hoei Koban? Yes, and apart from the meat juices, it looks to be in good condition. I imagine it's very valuable. Huh. This isn't the first time today that there's been talk of a Hoei Koban. I've heard of pearls before swine, but I've never heard of bullion in bullion. Huh. And I don't think you ever will again. This is extraordinary, though. This means... it's not her plate. Do I need to look at it? Can I grab it? I certainly never expected to find a precious coin underneath this thick cut of meat. And it's from the Hoei era, too. That would make it really quite valuable. It's well marinated in the juices as well. Look. What? Are you thinking of eating it? No, but the next time I order a steak in an expensive restaurant, one thing's for sure. My heart's going to be racing as I lift up the meat and peer underneath for a prize. I think you might have the wrong end of the stick about this, Ryunosuke. A Koban coin underneath this steak. There's only one logical explanation. Wow. He doesn't know how to tell the meats apart. The meal Miss Brett ordered for lunch, it was removed from the victim's table after the incident. Yeah, well, apparently not. This is it now. I've lost. Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. Not until the final gavel. Huh? Never stop believing in yourself. Keep looking forward, no matter what. But I'm dead inside. Believe in myself? Really? Maybe I should at least examine the evidence for myself. I already did it, bro. As the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way, I presume any further examination of evidence in this trial will be unnecessary. Does the defense have any objection? Yes, I do. That bloodstain was going to clinch the trial for me. Can this plate of steak reveal any other clues at all? Yeah. Yes, it can. Your Excellency, please wait. This plate of beef is hiding another clue. Another clue that will reveal the shocking truth.
Objection!
The only thing that's shocking here is your unhealthy fascination with beef steak. And your hairline. Ouchie. Your Excellency, I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? I will not be able to turn a blind eye to any more unnecessary procrastination in this trial. I'm sorry, Miss Brett, but we must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I ain't taking no for an answer. I will not give a ruling until I'm completely satisfied that all reasonable doubt has been dispelled. Man, this judge has his head on straight. I see. As a newly affirmed ally of my country, that's still your position, is it? Thank you, Your Excellency, for being competent. Counsel for the defense, you will now clearly show the court to what you are alluding. Where precisely on this plate of beef steak is this new clue to be found? Hold on, let me lift up the beef. There is the coin. Huh? Wait, I already read this. What in the world, Koban? Hoi! Yeah! Wait, did you say? Yep, meat juices. Yep, uh-huh. Okay. Bouillon. Uh-huh. This means... Can I present it? Oh, there it is. There it is.
Got it!
Got it! Good gracious. That's... Koban? What on earth? A Huayera one at that. Miss Brett, this is in fact the beefsteak that you ordered at the restaurant on the day in question, is it? Tell me, why is there an old coin seemingly hidden underneath the meat?
Shut up!
Mad Bird, what a ridiculous question! How should I know? I've never seen that thing before in my life. I don't know what this is, but I want no part of it.
Objection!
I fail to see how this is relevant. A coin under the meat? That could simply have been a careless mistake by the chef in a moment of distraction.
Objection!
Ha! Don't be absurd. We're supposed to believe that this happened by accident in the kitchen. A rare Hawaii Koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll rip up my ticket to Great Britain right now. He's right. It can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency. Yes, Counsel. A rare Hawaii Koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak? If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll give up my lawyer job right now.
Objection!
By all means, don't let us stop you. No one invited you anyway.
Shut up!
Perhaps, little boy, you should realize that it is you who is irrelevant. Even though I'm the one on trial here. The point is, it's essential that we ask the owner of this coin if he can explain what it's doing under that steak. The owner? Yes, it's obvious. There's only one person it can belong to. Old dude. The owner of the Koban that was found underneath the beefsteak is, this dude with the earlobes.
Take that!
Obviously, it can only be the antique dealer and owner of Rasute, Curio Korikuda-san. Kyuri, as in Mr. Cucumber something. Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfathomable. Ah, yes. The old man who testified earlier alongside the military sergeant, correct? Yes, Your Excellency. I remember him saying that he was up to something with this Koban coin when it happened. At exactly the moment the gun was fired. Oh, the gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Too busy on the floor? Dancing? Sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for the treasure. Oh, for a treasure. Indeed. The Hawaii Koban. My prized coin. Then this Hawaii Koban. Do you mean to tell me?
Objection!
No, please. Why would Korakuda-san's Koban be sandwiched between the victim's beefsteak and its plate? It makes no sense.
Yes!
That's right. Which is why I'm asking to bring Korakuda-san back to the witness stand so we can ask him. Officer, bring both witnesses that testified earlier back in here. Oh god, without a moment's delay. Great, the baby guy's coming back in too. I can't believe we've come back around to that pair again. But I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that if we chase down the real significance of this Koban, we'll find that it's a key element in the case. Didn't the waiter say that he kept her plate and the one from the other person's table, so can't we just assume it's like from his table? His koban is under it? Like, isn't that enough? Here's what we're gonna do, actually. We're gonna save call it episode here. We'll pick up here next time. I can't believe the time goes by so quick. It's already 30 minutes. Oh, this trial is gonna take a while. But hey, that rhymed. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, feel free to leave a like, comment, favorite, or subscribe, whatever you guys are feeling. And until the next time, lights off, dark out.